On air with A-Ron, HB Radio, Las Vegas's #1 hip-hop internet station. That's a classic one right there.
Yes, sir.
By none other than our special guest in the building, Eric Bellinger. In case you guys didn't know, too, this is Eric Bellinger takeover. We playing all Eric Bellinger records.
Yes.
Like, my personal favorites.
Let's go. That's why the vibe's been right. You know, these is carefully curated.
Exactly. We're not playing. Obviously we got the popular ones, but there's got some B-sides that are like A records too, man, and they don't even know.
They don't even know. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
You know what time it is for real.
Always.
And those type of people that really been here and that know my story.
Appreciate that, man.
Know how much, time I put in this shit. It's it's, forever connected and locked in, bro.
Yeah, likewise, my brother. I appreciate you, man.
That's hurt.
But, let's talk about the documentary, man. I know you just released it. You're doing some special screenings right now in LA. Like, talk about that. This is like your entire life up until this point, yeah?
Life story up until this point, and it's dope because you see these Lifetime specials and you see the docs, and a lot of times the artists, they're not even really involved, So I just wanted to make sure that I was able to control my narrative, early on when it comes to what it actually took, for me to really get here, and this is the story depicted from, me, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when people see it, it's going to be what I feel is the most true. And right now we're just doing some screenings. I'm just showing my closest supporters, and soon it'll be streaming everywhere. But until it isn't, I want to treat it like gold. Like
for sure. This is I think this is different from any song you've written. You know what I mean? This is like your an in-depth glimpse into your personal life.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll know so much about me after this. It's like, is it too much?
Right. Were you hesitant in releasing it? Because it's like, damn, I'm sure you're vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it. I've been working for a few years now, and something just said, go now, put it out now.
Okay.
So I didn't want to hold on to it anymore, and I'm glad I did, because it's a big weight lifted. I think a lot of creators and artists have so many ideas bottled up into their head, into their notepads, into their voice notes, and it's actually causing more harm than it is help from keeping it all in.
I see.
You know what I mean? So I think that, writing is the therapy, but releasing it is the celebration.
Oh yeah, definitely. What's something like a part of the documentary that maybe you were hesitant in putting out, or something that you like, oh man, should I, this is
I think there's a lot of just me, you know what I mean? It's a lot I'll be like, yo, are y'all bored? You know what I'm saying? When they watching it, they're like, nah, dog, this is inspirational. I'm learning so much. Because to me, I'm just telling my story. So to me, I don't know what a highlight is.
Right.
It's just, to me, it's just it's my everyday. This is what I'm doing. And people are finding different things in it because, the impact that it had on me is totally different to someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think everything in there is it's necessary, and I'm excited for the world to see.
How many screens have you had so far?
2 so far.
In LA?
Yeah.
And are you going to be doing them all across the country? Okay.
I think we're going to do Houston next.
Dope.
So H-Town, be ready because we're coming down.
H-Town, chopped and screwed.
Yes,
What's some feedback that you've got from your peers that have seen the movie already?
Oh man, people are like, yo, I've known you 10 years and I learned so much about you that I didn't even know at all, and for me it's that was the goal. You know what I mean? I just want people to get a deeper lens. We live in a different world, so they need that.
Yeah. I remember where does it where does it end, the documentary? Because I remember I mean, the last few times that we've had you on the show, you've had a camera guy with you,
yeah.
Is this still till the, did you film stuff
Well, this one I think it leaves off on the last album.
Okay.
With the Rebirth 3, and then I've started the new one.
Okay.
Which is, it'll be a documentary, but it's based in Africa. I went to Africa.
Oh shit! Okay.
recorded my like all the new music it's all
you made music out there when you were out there.
Yes,
oh shit,
it's all stemmed from my my experience in Africa. And, you know, so people will get to see the Eric Bellinger backstory, and that now the next thing that we'll be releasing will be like real time current events.
Okay. Was that the first time you went to Africa?
Not the first time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the first time I was like,
you documented
documenting. You know, like I had a camp, you know, with all the writers and producers out there.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, you know, this was me being a student rather than me spearheading.
Okay. Damn, that's wild, man. I gotta watch that. This might have to be like a 3-part series or something like the Kanye.
It's easy. You got it's too easy for part
shit.
2, and then we're gonna need something for number 3.
Hey,
third time's the charm.
Yeah, hey, there it is.
There it is.
Man, you've worked with so many people, like, I mean, endless. Everybody fucking knows, like, who's something. I think everybody knows who you work with. They don't know who you haven't worked with. I think who's like, or like a group of artists that you haven't worked with yet that you're hoping to work with.
All right, so K Dot.
Oh, for sure.
Gotta get in the lab with K Dot.
Yeah.
As far as R&B, there's Alina Baraz, who I definitely want to get in with.
Yeah.
And, you know, write some music. And man, you know, I'm a big fan of so many of the legends that are still here.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like for me, I would love to tap in, you know, with someone like a Andre 3K or you know, Missy Elliott, or you know, the people that really shaped you know, me as a creator as well.
Andre 3K, and he can play a little flute too on your thing.
I need that. I like the flute album.
Yeah,
you know, I'm into my meditation vibes, so the flute energy did something for me.
Man. Speaking of K Dot, man, what's your? I gotta ask, what's your stances on the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, and obviously you being from LA and Compton, like what? Like, what's your take on the whole thing?
Man, proud. Just proud. You know what I mean? Like, I've been able to see Kendrick, you know, the whole rise as well. You know, so, I mean, just being from the city, so to feel the underdog, you know, chip on the shoulder energy that, you know, he may have. I just look at this victory as like it was really for all of us.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
not just LA, but anyone that, you know, is looked upon and not given what they truly deserve. Like, hey homie, like the crown is heavy. You don't feel it, so you don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man. A lot of people have been saying that it's like, it's more of not so much of the beef or the back and forth with Drake and Kendrick. It's more of a unity. Like, it brought, like,
I agree,
the West Coast, and it brought LA together again, like with the pop out, and
it really did. And we needed that. You know what I mean? Like when he talked about, you know, us being down since Nip.
Oh, you know, for sure.
Went away, and since Kobe,
Nip and Kobe,
like, that was so real, bro. It's like these are big blows to our culture, to our community. You know, these are our leaders. You know what I mean? Especially Nip, you know, like number one. So for him to, you know, bring the different hoods together, bring the different you know, walks of life together, it was just like, wow, this is.
Did you go to the pop out?
This is monumental. Nah, I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Nah.
But you watched it.
I was watching it for sure.
Yeah.
I was watching. I had like so much to do that day, but it was just like I wasn't missing it.
Yeah, but that's like everybody. That's like people that you worked with all of them pretty much.
Like
my
dogs. Them my dogs for sure. That's all the family. You know what I mean? When I look at that picture, I still see myself. Like I said, it's just us. You know, like I think I've grown to a place where I recognize that, you know, every situation that you're in is what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh,
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like, and I just look at it like, okay, cool. Like I'm rolling over here today. I'm over there tomorrow. But at the end of the day, we all still together.
Yeah. Have you met Kendrick before? Have you crossed paths?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some shows together actually too, like in our earlier career, and his, you know, both of our earlier career. Just in LA, you know, doing shows around the different venues. You know, I just found a flyer the other day, like, wow, Eric Bellinger and Kendrick Lamar 2000 and like 2000 and like 5.
Where was that? Where was it at?
It was at LA Live.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. I thought it was like Powerhouse. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that joint. Nah, that joint was like just me and him.
Oh, what? Oh, shit. I didn't even know that shit.
Yes, sir.
Damn. But, yeah, no, I like that whole, like, yeah, it's definitely a win for LA.
Yes.
And I know, like, it's like, because I know people from both camps. So it's like, I mean, a lot of DJs are kind of like, you know, we're not choosing sides, like, you know, because we got to play the music. So it's like,
yeah.
But, yeah, there's a lot of, like back and forth. You heard what happened with Ross in Canada, and
I think Rick was doing too much from day one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm somebody that I don't even fight all my own battles. I let God fight my battles.
For sure.
So why is he fighting another man's battle?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Relax, bro. Just chill out, dog.
Yeah. I feel like it was like he's trying to reach for that clout in that moment.
Yeah, I think so too. And I just think that's burnt. Like, I see a lot of people doing it, and, you know, they get away with it because nobody gonna say nothing. But I feel like if Pac was here, niggas would get away with shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know, if Nip was still here, he would be speaking up on it. Yep. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do my part. If somebody gotta say, they gotta come holler at me. So
yeah, 100%. It's like, don't go to another country where, you know, and troll. Like, that's
he think it's a game, bro.
Yeah. Like, you know nah. That shit is wild.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears real quick. We're talking about the documentary. Obviously, it's an insight into your life. What's some advice that you could give, like, the younger you, like the Eric Bellinger now? What's some advice you could give to the ONE Eric Bellinger? If you could talk to him.
I would just say anytime you're you know, unsure about something, like, should I do this? I would just say yes. You know, like, anytime it was a risk that I was about to take, that I was uncertain about,
right,
I would just say yes, do it. Any decision, whether I made a bad decision or a good decision, because each one taught me a lesson.
Oh shit! Yeah, back then you were a little bit more hesitant.
Just be you, for sure. I was like looking for other people. Like, is this what I should do? Is this what I should do? Is this what I should do? And now I'm walking. But when you're confident, you're sprinting. And imagine, you know what I mean, looking at somebody that's not sure every door they step in, as opposed to that person that walks in the door like Kramer on Seinfeld.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's me. I'm like, what we doing? Every room, because you just never know.
Are you an overthinker? Or were you an overthinker?
I probably was. Yeah, I was an overthinker, because I'm so strategic.
Right.
You know, like, I want to plan
move.
everything out. Like, this has to be right. This has to be right. This has to be right.
Yeah.
But now I've kind of grown into a space where everything I do is right. It's right. What you talking about? Like, if it's wrong, it's like, I learn from it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting here trying to make sure I make the right decision, because that's too much pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if I mess up, I'd rather learn from my mistake than never jump in at all.
100%. I think I heard an interview you did where you were talking about, like, everything could go your way. You can have the best fit on.
Yeah.
You can have everything, and then but then there's still a punch on the carpet.
On the carpet that you didn't even maybe do. You know, and now the whole set you have to stop. But it's like, people try to control everything, freaks, you know what I mean? But, bro, you gotta let go. Once you just let go, it's like, oh, that was supposed to happen. You know, God don't make mistakes. Like, this was supposed to happen. You look at life a little bit different, because you don't see yourself as the victim anymore.
Right. You know? Right. Like, you look at it as a lesson instead of like, why is this happening to me? Like, God, like, you know. And there was something that you said in that interview too, like, it's all about perspective. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it in the negative, of course you're going to continue to bring more negative. But if you just look at it like a perspective thing.
Perspective, bro. Like, how can I get better from this? Because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong today, bro, I'm trying to be here for another 50 years, bro. Right. Another 50, 60 years if I'm lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I look at it like, why would I be worried about something that happened 60 years ago?
Yeah.
At the end of my life. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So it's like, man, each day is a lesson. You know, Jay-Z, even in defeat, it's a valuable lesson learned. So it evens it up for me.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the mantra.
Yeah. So that's the advice you would give the younger you. Now, what's some advice that you could give to someone that's doing the same thing or thinking about doing the same path as you, like a songwriter or an artist that's like trying to break in the industry?
I would say, write your way to happiness. WRITE. You feel me? Like, I'm a songwriter at the heart. You know, I think that was my gift.
Yeah.
And I used it you know. And whether it's for me or somebody else, it's like, it's okay, just keep writing. Just keep writing songs. Just keep going, because you'll get better as time goes on. The people that are around you, your friends, hopefully you're surrounded by people that are dope. So when they, you know, 5 years later, when you're way better now, they're somewhere in a position where they can help. You know, we all gotta come up together, because we all need each other. So I would just say, just keep writing. Just keep
whatever.
Writing.
Just keep writing.
Just keep writing, because you don't want to be the person that needs a ghostwriter.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because your career be short lived, so you gotta be the supplier.
Have you ghostwritten for anyone?
Everyone.
Really?
It's not a ghost thing though. I'm getting credit.
You get the credit for it. Yeah.
But I'm for sure behind the scenes. A lot of times I won't say nothing. Like, it's joints out now. I'm like, should I say I did that or not?
Oh shit! But you're in the credits.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Has there ever been a time where you weren't rightfully credited?
Yeah, a lot of times too.
Oh shit! Wow.
I think you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? Like, as a songwriter, like, if you're not the artist, you don't got control over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you just gotta hope people do good business.
I see.
You know, this is earlier in my career. Now it's like, you're not even getting in the studio until you
paperwork and everything is straight. Yeah,
because I know I'm a deliver, so y'all gotta deliver too. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely look at it like everything that, you know, we're all doing, like, we should be killing it at whatever level.
Yeah. Did anybody teach you about the industry? Did you have a mentor, or did you just learn everything like as you went?
Yeah, so many people, man. Okay. So many people. Like, Troy Marshall's one of the guys that really just
shout out to
Troy, man. When I was first pushing I Don't Want Her, we literally, he drove me, you know what I mean, around the country.
Wow.
Introduced me to every single PD, radio program director, everyone from the janitor to the person that does the drops, that does the edits, you know, to the one that's on air, to the one that does the night DJ events. And, you know, just explain the importance of the entire system. Yeah. You know what I mean? So every day when we were driving, we weren't just chilling and laughing.
He was talking to you the whole time.
Giving me the game.
Wow. Yeah, that's important as fuck. Like, relationships in general, like, you know, people don't.
Clap it up for Troy. Gotta clap it up for Troy.
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Troy, man. Yeah. Troy, what's up, man? I need lunch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love that guy though. And Sylvan too. Shout out to Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Yeah, those guys, like, it's good to have like those people that are still in the music industry that you could tell they care.
Yes,
you know what I mean. They're just not like, yo, if you want your song playing on the radio, this, like, they actually showed you, they talk to you, they care about your, you know what I mean. Have you seen him recently? Like, what's the conversation like with?
Yeah, I just saw Troy. The most recent post that I have on Instagram is Troy in it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my dog. We was just at the BET Media Room.
Nice.
And, you know, I'm in there doing everything he taught me from day one.
Wow.
Every single interview I could do, let's do it.
Yeah.
Any questions they want to ask me, let's answer them the same way we hear. You know what I mean? This is like a longer interview than any of them. But it's just like, I'm doing whatever we got to do until it's done, until the person that called me, you know, says we're done. I'm going to give you 100% to the last second.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And we appreciate that, man. There's not a lot of artists like of your caliber that still, you know, do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And care, and you know what I mean? How was your experience over there at the BET Awards this year?
It was dope. I had fun. You know, I had a good time on the carpet. It was hot. My fit was so fire. I had to just take it. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you excited to see? Like, who really like blew your mind? Like, oh my god! Like,
man, Sexy Red went crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I think our music is like, it's just crazy. Like, whoever's over there, like, they understand what a hit is. They understand human behavior. They understand radio. They understand culture. They understand relevance. They understand, you know, dynamics in music. They understand tone. Like, she's just not accidentally getting number ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Glorilla. Like, they know what they doing, you know. And it's a time right now for the women. So you know, it's like, yo, I'm here to support it, but I'm definitely ready for when it's time for the men.
For sure. Yeah. I was, you know, seeing that too. It's very female driven. You know what I mean? Even the Usher tribute was all female, besides you know, Childish Gambino, but female driven. Like, how did you feel about that? Like,
I think it was just a different take. You know what I mean? Okay. Like, I feel like the men would have emulated Usher in a way that, you know, you would have got tones that made you feel good as far as like this is what the song's original intention was.
Right.
But I think when you get the females, now you're on TV, it's entertainment.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's more, inviting and enticing to look at a sexy female.
Yeah.
Singing and dancing and entertaining.
For sure.
As opposed to a grown man standing there looking real sexy, licking his lips. But it's all right, BT gonna come back and I'm gonna be right there still like, yeah, I'll take the call.
Yeah, man. Like, it's like going on what you said. It's the same thing as like with DJs. Like, they don't want to see a dude DJing anymore. They want to see a fucking female DJing.
Dog. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Titties out and shit.
That's what they want to see, bro. But it's crazy. But imagine if it was a Janet Jackson tribute.
Right.
You think they would have had 8 men up there?
Yeah, hell nah. Like,
it's a little double standard.
I mean, yeah, I know. That's crazy. How did you feel with seeing your brother get the Lifetime Achievement Award?
Ah, man. Proud. You know what I mean? Usher's the GOAT, been the GOAT, and for me to have become friends with him, brothers, I still see him as Usher, no matter what, everywhere we go, whatever we do, if we eat, and I'm still like, bro, I get it, but you are Usher.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for the people to celebrate him, of course, for me, I'm like, yeah. It's deserved,
Like, I'm sure you listened to when you were growing up, and stuff like that, and then he brings you on to the fucking Tiny Desk, bro. Like,
Tiny Desk,
bro.
That was crazy, bro.
How did that come about? He just, you and Vito were up there.
Yeah, bro, that was amazing. I was just happening to be in Atlanta at the time when they were rehearsing. Mm-hmm. He hit me. What's up, bro? Where you at? I was like, actually, I'm in the A. What's up?
Yeah.
Can you pull up? Boom, pulled up, and he was rehearsing. He was like, I didn't know what it was for, but I was like, yo, let's do it. And then
so you didn't even know that he was gonna have you on the show? You just saying, come rehearse with me?
I didn't know we were rehearsing for Tiny Desk. Nah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I knew it was like a for real something in the water festival coming up.
Okay.
So I was just like, we practicing for that. Mm-hmm. But then he was like, oh, by the way, we're gonna do Tiny Desk in the morning.
Shit.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah. And it was you and Vito. How was that like dynamic? Because obviously Vito is also, he's kind of doing what you do in his area. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. He's writing as extensive as you.
He's writing going crazy too.
Oh, he writes.
Yeah, he writes a lot for Usher. He writes a lot for Chris Brown. Writes a lot for himself. And I think that was the perfect fit. You know what I mean, for me and him. Just because we both do the same thing, and I think people need to know the double creators that wear both hats, that like, yo, I'm an artist, but I'm also a songwriter for myself and others. Like, that's a different type of gift. You feel me? Like, not only are we all in this friendly competition, but I'm also, giving you extra ammo to go against me.
That's true,
So
can't give too much sauce.
Yeah, you can't eat too much sauce, but at the end, even if you go platinum, I win too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Grammys, you get a Grammy, you get a Grammy.
Yeah.
You get a Grammy.
You. Who's somebody that you like? Well, let's take it back. When Usher first called you, what was that feeling? That first ever called you to like work with you?
Let me see. Let me see.
Shit. Okay.
That was dope, bro. I went to a camp. That was my first introduction to a writing camp.
Okay.
Got flown out to Miami, and it was so many different producers and writers in the different rooms.
How many? So this is just like, it's not just you and Usher. It's like 5-10 of y'all.
Usher wasn't even there. It was like 5-10 writers, and Mark Pitts, president of RCA.
Right.
I remember he came with this beat pack. He was like, hey, I got this beat pack. We love all these joints for Usher. I'm going to play all 17 of these joints. And at the end that I play the joints, y'all all pick a beat and go in a different room.
Wow.
And I was last.
Oh, shit.
In the room, like where I was seated, I was like last to pick
and you couldn't pick a beat that someone already picked?
Nope.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And but nobody picked the one that I wanted. I was like, oh, y'all sleep.
Oh, so you had your mind set on that one?
Yeah, already. When he played them all, I was like, oh, I hope nobody, this one beat, I was like, I hope nobody say this. I know I'm last. And nobody picked it, and I just came.
And it was it was the Let Me See beat. Okay.
Yeah, it was just like, that was it. And then once he heard that, I was like, yo, get him to Atlanta. Come on.
Holy shit. And that's when you met Usher for the first time.
Yo.
Okay.
He was like, bro, I heard this. Like, can you do it again? And then I was like, can I?
Shit. Can I? So you had like when you're in the room writing like as in these writing camps, like you wrote the whole song. It's already done. Like
it's done.
With your voice. Okay.
Yeah, it's the demo. So a lot of the songs I had the demos. I was thinking about putting out a project. You feel me? Called Demo-itis. You feel me?
Oh shit! Yeah. That'll be fire.
Just so people can hear the original state.
Yeah.
See what it sound like. See what made the person, want to recut it.
Right.
And, maybe give some hope and inspiration that,
yeah.
went, from this to that.
That's so dope that you do stuff like that, because I feel like maybe some artists are scared to do that. I don't want them to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a lot because, some artists are insecure about other people knowing that someone else wrote the song.
Yeah.
I look at it like, the biggest entertainers, those songs, they didn't write them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because of rap, I think that's what really has it, on that energy. But R&B is different, so I think it's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris usually ain't tripping. Usher usually ain't tripping. A lot of people, they usually not tripping, but the rap game, that's a little different.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because it's like more ego driven, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what was the next time Usher called you to work with him after Let Me See?
It was actually when he came to LA.
Oh shit! Okay,
yeah, it's like, yo, Usher's in LA.
You tap back in.
Yep, tap back in, and then did I Care for You.
And was this from scratch? You like, we just go in the studio and just see if we can cook something up?
So Usher has the craziest beat folder ever.
Really?
Imagine every producer you could think of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pharrell beats, Danger beats, Timbaland beats.
Oh my God.
And I was just.
So now
they let me go. They say, here, just go through and just do whatever you want. And I was clicking like, what's this? What's that? And that first album, I had 3 joints on there.
Oh my God. That's like a kid in the candy store. You go from a writing camp where you're battling it out from 5, 10, 15 other writers and shit.
Hunger Games.
To you. It's your,
I'm
the guy now.
Now I'm going through the folder like that's another level. Like I'm into this is the Usher drive, the hard drive. This is the people trying to get on Usher's albums. Yeah. This is the best of the best, the biggest of the biggest.
Yeah.
And at the time, like I said, one of them big rooms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got the SSL board. You got the 3 couches in the back, and it's just so when you're in those type of rooms, so many greatness, so many greats have come before you, so you feel that in the energy, in the air. You really do feel it.
It's like you're like a kid in a candy store. Like, fuck, I get to pick whatever beat. What if there was a beat that you wanted for you?
Oh,
like obviously you do. Well, obviously
that
you do.
Always happen.
Like you.
Because now it's like, this is the A folders. Because a lot of times producers, sorry to break it to you, new artists, when they meet with you, there's a beat that they would play for Justin Bieber that they will not play for you.
Oh,
I hate to say it.
Wow.
I hate to say it. At the end, when they play beats, I need you to be like, hey, play me that one that you was saving for Beyonce. Play me that one that
so
you was saving.
Tell them you already know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Like, I know there's a secret folder.
Yeah, it's a secret folder because, at the end of the day, if they give you a song that could have been bigger for them, it's not the best decision. But if they believe in you, with you,
right,
they might dig in the A folder.
Oh shit!
So I was introduced to the A folder.
So you were like, you looked through some shit and you're like, well, let me see the A folder.
I was like,
come on,
come on. No, anything Usher's A folder though. I'm just saying, when I was in there, it was like that's when I was able to see.
Yeah. You're like,
I was like, this is different.
Yeah,
this is different. You know what I mean? Because when you hear those beats that are like the number 1 beats, they're a number 1 record before there's any lyrics on it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the fastest time that you've written a song?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. And what song? Who was it for?
Chris Brown. In the studio with Chris Brown. He cut it in another 15. And he was like, 15, I'm done. Like, we both, it was like a moment. It was on Valentine's Day.
Were you guys trying to do it in 15 minutes? Or you just the vibes were there?
Nah, vibes was there. Like, because I'm freestyling a lot of times. Yeah, you know what I mean? I really like to just go with my first instinct. I don't want to like do something and then do another thing, then do another thing to this first beat. It's like, nah, bro. What I do is it's hard. It's my instincts, my gut instincts, and I trust it. So I would go, and then and that day I remember, we was like, of course, trying to get to our vibes. You feel me? So
yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean? And he was like, all right, I'm gonna cut it real quick. And just to see him next line, boom, next line, boom, next line. It was crazy, bro.
What song was this?
It's a song. One song actually got leaked. It's called Heaven on Earth.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I joined on YouTube. You hear like my vocals and Chris vocals on it. Just because it was a leak that never got really finished.
Yeah. How does something get leaked? That somebody like
I don't know, but I hate the leakers, not the LA leakers. That's my dog.
That's fam. Yeah.
But the people that it's like
people
man,
be hacking into fucking hard drives. Like, how does that shit? Or somebody from the camp is like
somebody from the camp could send it out. Like the wrong person could get it, and then they just get excited and put it on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Wow,
if they get into the wrong hands. Like I had a feature with Janae that never happened because I think her team, saw that it got leaked, and they just, the business didn't get a chance to get handled right.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. 15 minutes. What's the longest now it's taking you? Like, fuck, man.
2 days, 3 days.
Oh, really?
Like, a lot of that Diddy stuff. Like, man, we was working on those songs for 4 years.
The last album he put out. Okay, yeah. 4 years. Damn.
Yeah. So he might hear something a year in because it hasn't dropped. Wow. It's like it's still. You could change it. This is the time. So I mean, a lot of records was like, yo, let's do a new second verse on this one, or are y'all still feeling this bridge? Like, I'm like, what? Write another verse.
Yeah, it's like, how do you deal with that when you think like, yo, it's done. I'm
verse
done.
Is crazy. If it's not my project, what we doing?
If
it's my project, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if it's somebody else's project, the job's not done. Kobe voice.
Yeah, exactly. Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Now, like your sons, do they know what you do? Do they know you songwrite? I mean, obviously they hear your song on the radio and whatnot. Do they know? They know like, hey, like Daddy's got to write right now. Like, don't bother me.
They come
like,
to the shows.
Okay.
They know the studio. They've been up on stage with me dancing. Nice. I gave them the mic before.
Shit.
So they love it. They love that lifestyle, and for them, it's. I'm proud of my dad vibe, but at the same time, Dad is still here with me, and I feel the normal life love too.
Yeah, for sure.
I make it a point to just chill out. Let's go to the park. Let's ride the bike. Let's play the game. Let's play basketball.
Has your sons met any other? I mean, Easy's still young, but like, Eli, has he met somebody that he is a fan of that you've introduced them to, maybe, or
like some actors? I
know.
Really? Yeah, like I remember the guy from Shazam. The guy.
Oh
with the red suit. Because his aunt Megan is on. One of the cast members.
Yeah.
And they went to a pool party, I think, and then he was like, "Daddy, guess who I met?" You know what I'm saying? And it was a dude from Shazam, and I was like, "What?" And he have pictures, and to see him be able to smile like that, it's like, man, crazy. Recently, I took him to the game to see Steph Curry play.
Oh man, yeah, that's
so Steph, you know what I'm saying?
You calling him ready to drop?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, he's playing though. Wait till we see him after.
Yeah.
Like, see, he's focused on the 3 right now, bro.
Yeah. What How does it feel to be married to one of the good sisters, man? I gotta say, like, that's
It's honestly a vibe. It honestly looks great, and it's better than it looks.
Yeah. How did you even meet Amaya?
So man, when I was in my first group, over 20
this is
years
before
ago,
O&E.
Before O&E, I was in this group, and she was in a group called ISIS.
Oh shit, she's an artist too. Yeah. Wait, ISIS, like, you got a house on the kid?
Yeah.
No fucking way. I still play that record.
Yeah.
When I open up, with Jadakiss. Oh my gosh, she's in there. What?
She was in a group. She was like one of the. She was in one of the 4. So she had the same manager at the time as my group.
Okay.
So we were just around each other.
That's fucking
over
crazy.
20 years ago, and this is just a full circle moment where we ran into each other again, and I just went for it, and it was the time.
It was it. The stars aligned. Look at that.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's in that group. Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. That's when I had a crush since then.
So when you saw her during that time, you already had your eye on her.
Oh yeah, but she's a little older than me. I was 5 years younger. She was just to have one. I'm like,
do you have homies that are like, oh, you date Megan Good sister? Like back in the day, like,
well, people be trying to like, hey, hook me up, man, get out of here, man.
Yeah, get out.
Get out.
Yeah, man. Because this is Megan Good from like, being young, watching like, You Got Served and stuff. She was always the main girl in all these kind of
dog. So
now that's your sister now.
Yeah, it's my sister, dog. And like we've been, friends as a family for so so long, and it's just fire to have someone that I can trust, not only
for sure
in her but in the whole family. You know?
Yeah. Are they the only two sisters, or they have other siblings?
They have another sister and a brother.
Are they in the industry as well, or
nah?
Oh, okay. They just
jobs. You know?
Yeah. Like regular jobs.
Just jobs. They straight.
Like
family straight.
Yeah. They should. You know I mean, the good sisters, man. Shout out. I know Megan's gonna see this. Megan, what's up? I love you, girl.
Yeah, see what I mean? Look at that.
But I'm not saying hook me up, man. I just want to say hi. You know,
we get it.
Big fan and whatnot. But man, we are almost out of here, my brother. I appreciate you taking time. I appreciate you extending your stay to come hang out.
Of course. Glad we can make it happen.
It's always a great time to catch up with friends, and I always say this too, man. When you're friends with your favorite artist, it's a crazy thing. Like, me being a DJ, just like, yo,
yes sir,
it's crazy. But there's one more thing that we got to do before we get out of here. We have this thing called Aaron's Wheel of Fun.
Okay.
And it's just a wheel. You know, we in Vegas, you got to gamble a little bit, so you got to spin the wheel, and wherever it lands on, you got to do. And some of the things on this wheel are karaoke, truth or dare, arm wrestle, Aaron, top 5, under 5, and what's on your IG. So one of those things, we're gonna spin the wheel and see where it lands, and you gotta make it do what it do.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that right after this. So just keep it locked right here, man. It's On Air with Aaron, right here on HB Radio, Las Vegas's #1 hip hop internet station.